Joseph, Trafigura, the commodities trading house, has released its annual results today. Now, it's quite unusual in a sense because Trafigura is not a listed company, so it doesn't really have to publish numbers. But I wonder why a company like Trafigura would choose to do so.
Yeah, when you think of Trafigura, the word you should bear in mind is the F word, financing. This is kind of why they want to do it. Every commodities trading house has an edge. You know, it's a world built on arbitrage and finding areas of the market that others haven't got to.
Yes.
Trafigura's edge is financing, both in the way it finances itself and in the financing deals it can offer counterparties in oil or any other kind of commodity class. Right. Actually.
Give us an example.
Rosneft this year. Rosneft had almost overextended its credit in the big TNK BP deal. So other banks maybe wouldn't lend as much to it. But in swoops Trafigura with a 1.5 billion pre-financing deal, which is basically, it would take about 10 million tons or so of like oil and other products off Rosneft for basically, extending a long-term loan, which is, it's very creative financing, really. I mean, Trafigura itself funds itself for an interesting blend of trade financing, some bond issues which have started this year. But in return, it can kind of go to other counterparties and also offer what it itself calls a unique financing model.
Now, Glencore obviously went public. It's another huge trading house, and it went public to buy Xstrata, and it's now a major sort of listed company. I wonder whether Trafigura's business model is more suitable to its status as a privately held company than to say a company that's listed on the stock market.
Yeah, I mean, compared to going the full Monty like Glencore and going public, Trafigura, today they announced a record profit of about 2 billion, in part because their alternative is to sell stakes in subsidiaries where revenues are growing much faster than trading. So today, Puma Energy, really the big deal. They also have Impala, which is Latin America based, and might also be sold in the future, but we don't know. So it's really just subsidiaries being perhaps sold off or spun out, but the actual trading operation remains quite closely held. And this is again because the financing is on a long-term basis, and so when it comes to short-term shareholder incentives, maybe it's not the right model.
Okay, well, Trafigura published its numbers today, even though it's a privately held company, but it does give a fascinating insight into the way that the commodities market and the commodities traders work. Thanks, Joseph.